Hello, everyone. John Coleman here. Hope you all had a lovely Easter, and that it's still very cold as far as I'm concerned, but the days are about to get a bit longer, thank God. So I would have said to you at the start of the year that come March, April time, there should be more properties on the market. Second-hand properties, that is. They'd be anyone who thought at the start of the year they were going to sell their house would have got it ready by now. So hopefully, anyone who's looking at second-hand properties will begin to notice there's some more supply there for them to go after. I'm still experiencing or still hearing from clients about bidding wars that are going on, though I am coming across more people asking the question around, well, what's happening in the world, and in particular, what's happening with Iran and the price of oil and what impact that will have. Now, we discussed that last month, but obviously it's a month in, and there's still no end in sight. Now, the price of oil has gone up, but the government have done something to try to minimize it here. But that's just a local thing. It will all be about what's happening, the price of oil in general, and in the European inflation rate in particular. If that gets out of control, the rates will go up, which would have a dampening on demand. Um, that's just my take. I still would not personally see the house prices falling. I would just see a slowing off of the sort of pent up demand that's out there. So that's my take on it. Hopefully, you will see more houses. If you remember at the end of last month, I did say I'd have some good news for you. And I wanted to share a few things that I've been working on in the background. None of these are recommendations because I hate recommending any services, but these are things I just want to bring to your attention. If there's any value to you, fantastic. So I'm going to share the first one with you now, the opportunity to go on a TV show. Okay, so that sounds exciting, doesn't it? I did that once many, many years ago. It's very cringy, but sometimes you can get some good results. So hang on there one second. Let me show you the details. So if you're looking at any interest in that, all you need to do is basically email here, home at allkindmedia.com for full details. Just mention the show and that you're interested in being considered for it. So hopefully that will might be of interest to you, and if it is, well, don't forget to mention JC Mortgages. No, I'm only joking. This isn't about. This is all about getting your home in truth. So the extra things you might do that just might make it make it all worthwhile. And all I will say is one of my clients went on this show last year, and with the help of Liz, did ultimately get their home. So maybe it's worth considering. Now, I often get asked, and the next two are just kind of, well, bringing some value back to you. I often get asked, do I recommend any kind of any companies, solicitors, people who do kitchens, people who do floors, people who do snag lists? And per se, I don't recommend anyone purely because I would hate my reputation or company's reputation to be tied in with the service of other people. So these what aren't what I would consider to be recommendations, but they are people I've come across who whose services I've heard good things about, and they've offered something to my customers or anyone who's dealing with JC mortgages. So the first company is Tilex. They got basically specialize in tiles, bathrooms, wood floors. They've offices in Dublin, Cork, and Drogheda. They're prepared to give a voucher for up to €250 worth of all any of their products. So certainly worth checking out when you're going to when you're having to furnish your home, or if when you've moved into, if it's a second-hand property and you're looking to upgrade. So worthy of consideration for sure. As I said, it's not a recommendation, but they'll always take a call from me, and I know I've heard good things about them. And the next company just wanted to bring to your attention, it's basically CEH Building Services. They will give 10% off any work that's done with that code there, basically JCM 10. And just obviously mentioned JC Mortgages. Basically, now they will do snagless and small home repairs. They wouldn't do a survey now. They wouldn't be, but any kind of snagless that need to be done, any house repairs, if you're moving into a new home or second hand, and there's little odd jobs that need to be done, they're certainly come recommended by other people. Again, as I said, not a personal recommendation, but they've agreed to give anyone that comes to them via ourselves a 10% discount. So that was the good news that I promised you. You can either go on a TV show, you can get yourself a €250 voucher, or 10% any small repair snag list that you might get done. I don't tend to make recommendations at all. So that's the first time I've done this. The only other personal recommendation would be the Elephant and Castle chicken wings, but I can't get you any discount for that. That's just my own personal flaw in life. I'm addicted to those chicken wings. So, folks, have a lovely April. Hope to talk to you soon. Obviously, if you have any questions around what might be happening in the market, just please reach out, and hope to talk to you soon. Bye for now.